Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we will be talking about CORS again. In the last video we discussed what CORS is, what might be some of the errors that we may face, and how we are supposed to solve those problems. If you haven't checked the previous video, I'll leave a link in the description below where you can find the video, and also this video will pop up in the top right corner of this video, so you can click on that link and you can watch that video before we continue the discussion here, because we are going to pick up the things from where we left in the last video. In the last video, if we discuss a little bit, we have actually solved the CORS error, like letting the origin be known to the server, so that when there is a request from the or a different origin, that is from the client, then the server will be accepting the request and then sending a response with the data that is required. So today we will be talking about a little bit more complex problem. That is, we will be talking about pre-flight error. That is a CORS Preflight Error. So what is that thing actually? So basically it means that when you're in the client side, you're predefining what sort of request that you're going to send. Before we show the things, I just want to show you that we are actually getting the data that we were supposed to get, because we are sending a request and this request is known to the server now. I mean, the origin that we are sending the request from is known to the server now. So you can see that if I go to the network tab here in the DevTools, and if I go to data, you can see that the request method, it's a get method. But as we are talking about the pre-flight request, it means we need to predefine. So we just go to the app.js, but before that, we need to change this. Let's make it put, save it, and we need to go to the client, and then we need to specify what sort of request we are going to send. So this needs to be wrapped up, and the key should be method. The request that we are going to send is a put request. So if I save it, and then you can see the console that we are getting the data, that's fine. But if you go to the network, you can see that there is the data with it said the initiator is a pre-flight. So if you click on that, you can see that the request method, it's no longer get, it's an options request. And if I go down to the response headers, you can see that allowed methods, or the allowed requests, are get, head, put, patch, post, and delete. So these requests are always going to be accepted by the server. But suppose that we might fall into a problem if we specify what sort of requests the server will be accepting. So in the server at .js, as you can see that here after the origin, there is another thing which is called methods. And if we specify what sort of methods are going to be accepted by the servers, suppose we're going to accept only the get and post. So if we save it and refresh, you can see that the data. So the thing is, the server will be accepting the get and post requests only, so no put requests can be accepted. So the thing is, the pre-flight request that we are sending, we need the server to accept the put request as well. So for solving this problem, we can either put it like this. If we just add the put and save it and then refresh, you can see that we are getting the data as we were supposed to get. And in the network tab as well, if we go to the data, you can see the pre-flight request. If we click on this data, you can see that the access control allowed methods of get, post, and put, the thing that we have specified in this place. In some cases, the thing is, if we actually in the first place we have shown that we did not specify any sort of method. So if I just remove this and save it, then you're going to see the pre-flight request here. You can see that the access control allowed methods are get, head, put, patch, post, and delete. That means if I do not specify anything, they're going to accept any sort of requests from the known origins only. But if I specify what sort of requests we are going to accept, then if the pre-flight request does not, the pre-flight method does not match with the methods that you have provided in the server, then you're going to face an error. So what you need to do is you need to put that sort of request. That means in our case, we need a put request in the methods inside the server like this. We need to put it like this so that we won't be facing this error. So this is one way to solve it, and the other way, as I said, that if you do not specify anything, it will accept any sort of request from the known origins. So basically, this is another topic that we needed to discuss about. and I think you might find this video useful. And if you're facing this sort of problem in your application, try to use this, try to specify the methods in the server, and then maybe your problem might be solved. So I hope you have enjoyed this video, and if you did, so please leave a thumbs up, leave a comment what you thought about this video, and what might be any other solutions which might be easier than what I did. And if you haven't already, be sure to please subscribe to this channel and hit the bell icon so that whenever I upload a new video, you will be notified immediately. And I will also leave a link of the previous video down in the description below, because before you understand this, you need to see that video and understand the topics of that. Then you need to come back and watch this video so that your problem might be solved. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.